It's the Battle of the Bees. We've got Butler going up against Bowling Green for your next match, everybody. Welcome back to the broadcast. If you're just joining us, my name is Warren Jugglegad Hammond, joined on the mic again by South Beach. And are you ready for this next matchup between two teams stuck right in the middle of the pack?
I'm ready because it seems like we've been waiting for years for these teams to show up in here. But I mean, we got them here now, and I'm ready to go. Butler, number 12 overall, but in the Big East, they are number 5. They're fighting their way, try to get to the top, but well, maybe they. It's gonna be hard to get to the top of the Big East, but as long as they tread water in the league standings, they'll be playoff bound in no time. And then Bowling Green, number 16, they are also, kind of treading water, trying to get the top 15. They're number 16, as I said literally 5 seconds ago, repeating myself, just to make sure you guys are paying attention. But they're in a tough conference. They're in a conference of UT Arlington and
Yeah.
Colorado. Also, Hawaii's no joke too. And then they're Bowling Green, and that's the whole conference really. So that's a powerhouse conference, nonetheless. So they need to step it up here in the play and try. They want to advance. I mean, that's what Rocket League is about here in EGF.
It absolutely is, and both teams looking to advance at the moment. Just one game separates them in terms of wins and losses. Butler with a 7-4 record, Bowling Green looking at a 6-5 record right now. So I anticipate we're going to have a pretty nice matchup on our hands. One of these middle-aged teams battling to try and claw their way into the top half of the standings, or rather, Butler trying to stay there, Bowling Green trying to get there today.
Yeah, and Bowling Green, they came off of a forfeit win over Tennessee, so they didn't even get to play last week. So I bet they're itching to get a little game action here. And Butler, they dropped one to Seton Hall, the number 2 team ever, but also their fellow conference rivals. We'll see them today going up against Marquette, so that's going to be a fun matchup to watch. But as we get to this game here in a second, it's all about Butler. It's all about Bowling Green. Both of these two schools looking to get a really good win here. They each kind of had a weird week last week, so let's see what they can do here.
Absolutely. Now, I wanted to mention Bowling Green. I'm actually familiar with that university. I went, I visited Bowling Green University many years ago. My name, Juggle God. I am, in
Ah,
fact, a former professional juggler. And one of the big international juggling conventions that I competed at was in Bowling Green. It didn't make it into the top echelons that time around, but yeah, very familiar with that campus and like it a lot. We are in game right now. Bowling Green State University. Butler with an early shot just goes off the backboard. Going to be cleared away, though, by the Bowling Green side of things. Ball now heading towards midfield, but it's bounced back very, very quickly. Bowling Green having a hard time right now keeping it out of their side of the field. Butler potentially with an opportunity here. They're really keeping the pressure on right now. Kringler's looking to try and block this shot, but they're just a little bit high. But look at the hero play from the defender. Fantastic work there from Bowling Green. Butler University trying to keep the pressure on, but now Bowling Green has an opportunity to push it back towards their side of the field. The big Skrilla, the hero just a second ago on the defense, clearing the ball once again. Gonna be Kringler's trying to go up for it, but just misses. Akai gonna remain in control of the ball for the moment. Ball just really ping-ponging back and forth right now. No clear opportunities for either team at the moment.
absolutely, just a lot of back and forth action going on so far. It looks like I think it was Munch that almost had that wide open shot. I forgot who was on the initial defense, letting that ball pass right by him, but eventually, good thing there's back up on that goal. And as they go back to defense again, keeping the ball away from the goal, making sure no one gets a shot, and it's Cobra Kai who never dies.
Yeah, that was a beautiful shot. We talked last game a lot about some of these nasty angles that Lavish was hitting, but Kai just hit one too. Beautiful shot there from the side, just a nasty angle, barely made it in. But That's going to put Butler on the board right now. Going to see if BGSU can try and equalize. The ball goes right in front of their goal. Demo as well. Anham with an opportunity. It's going to go careen harmlessly off the backboard, at least this time around. Now the Big Skrilla looking to try and come away with the ball. They are going to get the demo, but they're going to leave the ball behind. Kringler's going to try and pick it up. And there is Nick to try and make something of it. Ball passed out. Can the Big Zilla do something with it? The Big Skrilla not quite this time. Kringlers goes in for the shot. The defense was there, though. Got to stay out of the net this time around. Excellent defense coming out from Butler. Now they've got a breakaway opportunity, but the Big Skrilla and Kringler's back there to try and keep it away. Nice pass. Comes in. Shot just goes a little bit wide. Munch now with an opportunity to clear it. They're going to take that and do just that with it. Kind of looking to take this ball further down on BGSU side of the field, but it's not going to be in the cards this time around. Munch with a aerial tap, going to drive it again towards Bowling Green side of the field, but it's just staying in the midfield, at least for the moment. Very low-scoring game compared to what we just saw so far, South Beach.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you what, that last possession from Bowling Green on offense, it kind of reminded me of the DVD graphic when it's floating around the screen and you're waiting for it to hit the corner. That's what it reminded me of right there, and it didn't hit the corner, and then you're just like, but it hits the corner right here, and it's Kringlers tying it up for Bowling Green off the pass from Nick Mutation. Sheesh. What a nice shot.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Just a nice little deflect there into the bottom right corner of the net. That's going to even up the game. 2 minutes on the clock left to go. And this, I think, is absolutely going to live up to our expectations. This is going to be a nice match between these two very evenly matched teams. Kai going to drive the ball down very quickly towards BGSU side of the field. Munch going to come away with it. They're going to try and center it for the third man. Can they get it in? Anham with a shot. It's going to be blocked. Munch tries to take one in, and oh my gosh, it goes in just barely. Look at that. That's going to be a heartbreaker for Bowling Green.
That's another DVD moment right there. Is it going to hit the corner? Okay. Anham with the feed to Munch. Wow. Yeah, back and forth. You know, kind of that first half was kind of slow, but now in the second half, we're picking up some pace here. We're getting some shots off.
Yeah, that we are. We're going to see Butler once again putting it in the danger zone for Bowling Green. Kai going to look for an opportunity to keep it in play right there. Munch comes in for a shot. Not going to be there this time around. Nick Mutation able to clear it quite a bit. And in fact, Kringles is there for an opportunity, but Kai denies it. Excellent heads-up play there from Bowling Green. I mean, just about drove it into the net without any opposition. Here comes another shot. It's going to be barely deflected by Nick Mutation. Kai going to see if they can follow it up with a pass off the backboard, maybe to one of their teammates. Anham looking to come away with it, but does it this time around. Munch now trying to keep it in play once again, but it's going to go back down towards Butler's side of the field. Kringles now with an opportunity. Can they convert it into anything? Not this time around. 1 minute remaining. Oh, beautiful shot comes in. Almost goes for the double tap as well, but it's not going to be there. Now Kringles with an open net. Bowling Green going to tie things up.
Come on. You just left the goal wide open. Literally no one was there, and that was perfectly angled for Kringlers. Literally, that's a big defensive breakdown for Butler. You got to get back on defense. Get someone on that goal, and I mean, with 53 seconds, you know, game one, it's already back and forth. We're going to be here for a long time. This is probably going to go to game 5.
Yeah, I think it very easily could, and we may be headed to overtime as well. Kai going to defend things for Butler University, keeping that overtime in play right now. Munch with an opportunity, but it's going to be denied. Goes a little bit wide as well. Now another open game scenario, and that's Bowling Green Kringlers again. Coming away with a shot and a goal.
Just a little bit of a crash, and all of a sudden there's Kringlers. My goodness, I think Kringlers is pretty much, the bank is open for him. All 3 shots came from Kringlers. And now 30 seconds left. Butler needs to get something off here.
That they do. They're going to center the ball. Try and get it to one of their teammates, but it's going to be Nick Mutation who picks it up. Kai going to challenge them, though. Nice little aerial dribble. Munch with an opportunity, and it's denied. The 50 going the way of BGSU. Centering pass, though. Nick with an opportunity, and it's just barely deflected. Butler, oh, that's going to be heartbreaking. Munch now trying to center it to Anham. They're trying to get a shot as well. 5 seconds left to go. The Big Skrilla going to see if maybe they can just ground the ball, and that is exactly what they do. Bowling Green comes away with the win.
Wow, just back and forth. these two schools went. And let's just take a look at some stats. Kringler's with 3 goals, no assists. He's just playing like Kobe out there right now. Just give the ball to Kringlers and something will happen for Bowling Green. On the other side of the pond here to Butler. I guess it's not really a pond. We're all in the same country here. But yeah, Kai looks like I don't know if he's coming back there. He should be back pretty soon. But yeah, just a lot of good shots. One good shot from Kai and then 2 from Enham. Just a lot of good passing plays from here and there. Both teams
Yeah.
really showed out in this game. Just got to get some defense a little bit cleaned up here on the defensive side. Really for both teams. I mean, there's some pretty good stops. Kai had 1 save. Nick Mutation had 2. I think Break Skrilla also had a save as well. So really, just a lot of plays on the defense need to be made, get it cleaned up, and that's really for both teams. And once again, the offense looks great though.
Yeah, I'd have to say, cleaning up the defense is especially important for Butler because there were 2 open net goals, right, that Bowling Green was able to snake. So I think that Butler just needs to clean up their rotations a little bit more because if they just do that, then I think they could run away with it. But we've got an early breakaway by Kringlers, and it's going to go in. I can't believe we've seen 2 of these goals so far tonight, South Beach. 2 goals off the kickoff like this that have just gone straight into the net.
Jeez, I'm not quite sure. I think that's that's a Butler sub that was in that scrum. Didn't quite get the shot off. No, never mind. That was Kai. I just didn't recognize the car for a second. I'm probably just losing my mind. Only a slight case of insomnia, nothing bad. But either way, yeah, just a great breakaway shot from Kringlers. If you're gonna play some defense, it starts with trying to lock down Kringlers because he's been popping off this game.
Yeah, Kringler's looking terrifying right now. The Big Skrilla with an opportunity, but it's going to be denied by Munch. Big Skrilla picks it up back in the midfield. Nick Mutation now with an aerial dribble. Going to see if they can center it for a shot. It comes in, but Enham with a beautiful. And now Kai's got an open net. Oh, Kringler's there at the last moment. We almost saw BGSU make the same mistake Butler did. Now we've got Kringlers with the ball. Going to try and center it towards their teammates. Not going to be able to do just that, though, this time around. The Big Skrilla able to keep the ball out of danger's way for BGSU. Now Kai with the ball, going to look for potentially a pinch off the wall. Not going to be there in time, though. Enham now trying to keep the ball in play for Butler. Going to be sent back down towards their side of the field. Kai now up in the air, looking to see if they can do some aerial acrobatics to get it in for a shot for Much. It's going to go just a little bit wide. Big Skrilla now with the ball in their corner, but it's going to be taken away by Enham. Another shot comes in. It's going to go off the backboard and just barely to the left. This one, though, surely. But the Big Skrilla, the big hero right there for BGSU. Tremendous defensive plays coming out from Bowling Green to keep this game in their lead and in their favor.
Well, someone's taking my advice with Bowling Green playing defense right now. That was great from Big Skrilla, just getting those bumps and making sure nothing goes past him there. So excellent goaltending from Big Skrilla. And when I say goaltending, not a foul here. I mean, tending to your goal, making sure that it is nice and clean and scoreless as it is right now. Butler's still looking for some shots to get rid of that goose egg.
That they are. Big Skrilla now with the ball in Butler's side of the field. Kai going to be able to get it away, though, temporarily. Kringlers looks to keep it in play. Nick Mutation now opportunity to maybe redirect this in a positive direction for Bowling Green, but it's going to be Kai with a breakaway. Going to get the shot. Going to go off the crossbar, and the goal is good.
Kai's got ice in his veins. Nice little pass from Enham. Up in the air, able to beat. I couldn't quite tell who that was. He beat to that ball. I think that was Big Skrilla. But yeah, just a great way to tie the game here. And there's plenty of Rocket League to play here in this game. 2:25 to be exact. So that's 5. 5? That's 5.
5 for Kringlers, is it really?
Yeah, 2 here, 3 in the last game. Yeah, man, Kringlers, what are you doing to this Butler team?
Yeah, you are absolutely dominating at the moment. 2-1 the scoreline, though. Not a domination in the scoreline, but the Kringlers certainly a dominant force for Bowling Green. Kai now with an opportunity, gonna center it to Much. Shot comes in, but it's gonna be deflected by Bowling Green. Kai now looking to bring things back for them, goes for the flip reset. Not quite gonna get it this time around. Nick Mutation there to deny the opportunity, and have now trying to keep the ball in play for Butler. It's going to go relatively high, though. An opportunity, but it's going to be denied once again by Kringlers. Munch now trying to get the ball in their play, but Nick Mutation able to come right around them. Kringlers with a shot goes in and through the demo, just barely blocked. Kai going to be able to keep it back in play. Going to send it back down towards the Bowling Green side of the field, but they deny it once again. Ball just ping-ponging back and forth, at least for the moment. Kringlers now, though, going to try and center it. Enham comes away with the ball, though, and it's really just bouncing back and forth between these two teams at the moment.
Absolutely. Good defensive plays from both teams right now. Just their schemes look like they're kind of coming together here on the defensive side, so now we got to see some transition offense from both of them. And this could be big for Bowling Green right here as they're still searching for another goal, even though they're up 2-1. Butler's really wanting that goal, though. And maybe Kai's gonna get it. Not quite, though. That defense just swamped right now.
Yeah, you know, I think the defense has been the name of the game here. That has been the difference maker. Both the prevalence of Bowling Green's defense and the lack of it at times from Butler. That's really been the name of the game here, I think. And if Butler can just bring that back, they can come up with an opportunity here. But look at that, Kringler's in again to deny the goal. Just locking things out for this Butler side, but they're putting a lot of pressure on now. Kai go for the double tap. It's not going to be there. Defender there going to deny the shot as well. The 50 going Bowling Green's way. 20 seconds left to go for Butler to try and tie this up. They've got an opportunity right here. Oh, but it's going to be denied once again. Munch now in the corner, seeing if they can center it in. Oh my gosh, that was almost an own goal from Bowling Green. They put the ball back in play for Butler. 5 seconds left to go. If they can just hold on for a couple more seconds, it's going to be Butler coming away. Bowling Green, Kai with an enormous opportunity there, but it's not going to be in the cards, and Bowling Green takes their lead 2-1.
And who else is Kringlers actually getting an own goal thing, which I wasn't quite aware of, but 2 goals, 3 saves. Jeez, yeah. Kringlers getting it done on both ends of the field. I mean, what can you say about Kringlers right here, except this guy is just dominating the game right now, which is definitely an understatement.
Yeah. Now, one stat that I want to point you towards is that Bowling Green only had 4 shots on goal that entire time, whereas Butler had several more. I think potentially twice the number of shots. And we talked about the defense before, right? And again, I really think that's the story here, right? Is that Bowling Green, they're not getting a tremendous number of shots on goal, but they're making those count. And I think a lot of it has to do with Butler's defense just not being where they need to be, right? Whereas Bowling Green's has been stellar, just absolutely stellar. So Butler, again, they need to bring their defense up if they're going to hope to come back in this matchup. Game starting out again.
Bowling Green shooting 50% that last game. They were 2 for 4. And then, Butler 1 for 8. That's not good. Gotta clean that up.
Exactly. Enham going to try and keep it in play for Butler University right now. Kringler's going to come away with the ball, boops it out harmlessly from their side of the field. Kai, though, going to bounce it off the backboard. Is there the third man there? Not quite. Enham just a little bit slow. Kringler's going to try, but Munch is there! Beautiful shot coming in. Now, that's the kind of rotations that I wanted to see out of this Butler squad on offense as well.
Yeah, Kringlers. I don't know what Kringlers was doing right there, trying to bounce that ball behind. I think maybe try to fly behind the ball and then kick it the other way. But usually you just want to just hit it off the crossbar. But that set up Munch for an easy goal, and that's what Butler needed. Once again, but don't count out Bowling Green because that's a lot of time on that clock for Bowling Green to make something happen or some things happen, I should say.
Wow, Bowling Green really putting on a lot of pressure right there. Shot going to be barely deflected by Butler, but it is safely deflected. Shot
Ooh.
comes in again from Kai, going to be denied this time. Can
Oh.
Munch make something of it
Oh.
though?
Yep.
And they do! Butler now up 2-0. Now they're starting to crack this Bowling Green defense.
Oh, and just a little Matabure
Wow.
up in the air. Oh my goodness. Nice, nice, nice bump from Munch, making something happen for Butler. 2-0, only 4 left to play. That's Butler's feeling good right now. I gotta say, that's what they needed.
It certainly is. Now Bowling Green on the back foot, Munch with a center off the backboard. Not going to find anything this time around. Ball goes back almost into goal once again, but Kai's there this time around. They've really seemed to, Butler's really seemed to clean up their defense at this point. Munch now with a shot, going to be denied once again. Anham going to come in, but the defense is there just a split second before this big Skrilla now with an opportunity,
Oh, no.
but it's going to be denied. Excellent defense coming out from Butler. They tripled up on the goal, though, and I feel like that was a little bit of a misplay. It's going to allow Bowling Green to keep the pressure on, as a matter of fact. The shot goes just a little bit wide. Enham going to try and come away with possession right now, drive it back down towards Bowling Green's side of the field. Going to be able to do just that, but Bowling Green is there to meet them. Kringler's going to be able to put the ball back onto Butler's side of the field. Enham going to try and clear it away. Are they going to be successful? The big Skrilla almost gets it, but it's going to be the Kringlers who comes away with again. Demo goes on to Enham as well. Now we've got Munch with the ball. Nick Mutation goes in for the shot. Going to be denied, though. The 50 going Butler University's way. Nick Mutation now trying to chase down, keep it into play for Bowling Green, but it's going to be Enham who clears it expertly and sends it towards Bowling Green's goal. Shot comes in, and Kai scores 3-0. Now for Butler, they are really coming alive now in this game number 3.
Absolutely. I'm not sure where Bowling Green's at right now, but I'll tell you what, Butler is waking up. I think they just drank whatever G Fuel, Monster, Red Bull, Bang, whatever energy drinks they had, because they're looking pretty fast right now. I mean, I don't know what we're. Yeah, just they just look so full of energy right now, and I'm really impressed how we've seen these guys go.
Oh, absolutely. Butler really coming alive now. You know, they had the shots on goal last time around, right? But the defense was just there for Bowling Green, and now they seem to have figured it out, right? They seem to have cracked that puzzle. And Bowling Green, similarly, they can't get past this Butler defense, right? We saw how few shots they had last game, and this time around, those shots are just not converting into goals. Enham going to try and keep the ball out of harm's way for Butler University, but the shot comes in. Kai there at the last moment. Huge save from Butler. That was practically a goal for Bowling Green, and I'm sure they feel bummed that that was denied.
My goodness, that is just some crazy defense happening, and there's Nick for Bowling Green. I believe that is Nick's first shot of the game, but a nice pass from Kringlers. Wow. That's actually, yeah, that is the first, because
First goal,
Kringlers,
right?
yeah, because Kringlers has just been going crazy this entire time. 5 straight goals. Now with the 6th one, it's Nick Mutation. Everyone's focusing on Kringlers trying to shoot the ball. You gotta remember, there's 2 other teammates on Bowling Green.
There absolutely are, but 2 is also the difference that Butler has at the moment. Bowling Green still has to score a couple goals to even bring it to an overtime situation here. Minute and a half left to go, and it's certainly in the cards, but it's going to be an uphill battle for Bowling Green nonetheless. Kai going to try and keep the ball in play for Butler right now. Shot almost comes in for Bowling Green, but it's just going to bounce harmlessly in front of the goal and right to Enham. They're there to deny it once again. Munch doubles up on it, though. Almost let a goal go in. Shot comes in. This time not going to go their way, though. Bowling Greens, that is. Nick Mutation looking for a double tap, but the shot, the block from Kai was tremendous. Now Kringler's trying to drive the ball back down towards Butler's side of the field. They've got it in play, but it's going to be Kai who's able to keep it out of harm's way. The big Skrilla going to be able to move the ball harmlessly away from Bowling Green's goal as well. Mutation drops it right in front of the goal to where Enham is waiting. That was a little bit of a misplay right there from Bowling Green. 30 seconds left to go. They have to score glue goals to bring this to overtime, and it's looking less and less likely as the moments tick by the big Skrilla now with an opportunity. They're going to see if they can dribble it past these defenders, but instead they go to straight into Enham. Kai now trying to center the ball. 18 seconds left to go. They're going to see if they can put another goal on the board, just drive this home even further, that they are not going to be taken out of this battle easily. Bowling Green State University gonna take their first L here as Butler gonna eventually almost score another goal. Ball still in the air. A shot comes in from Kai, and that's 4-1. Butler takes this game, clawing their way back into this series.
I guess 3 wasn't enough to win, so just get a 4th one and tap off a 600 score performance for Kai. Butler coming alive here. Look at this play. 3 epic saves from Kai too. Holy cow. That was amazing. And look at the scores.
This was backwards of the last one.
Yep. Definitely a huge upgrade for Butler. I mean, whatever energy drinks they're drinking right now, maybe it's just straight up coffee. They should just straight up coffee, man. Fantastic.
Could be. Well, we are going to throw it to a short break, give ourselves in the booth and these players a quick break as well to recenter themselves. And yeah, before we do that, I do just want to call to light these stats, right? Look at this. Bowling Green had 12 shots on goal, but just 1 went in versus 6 this time from Butler, but 4 of them went in. So exact opposite play out of what we saw last time. Really, really interesting games we've got here today between these two. But we're going to throw it to a short break. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. And the action has already started, everybody. We are 2 minutes into the game. Butler up 2-1. We threw the break, but the players unfortunately did not get the memo or see it. It
Mm.
appears. Big Skriller with an opportunity right here. Kai gonna deny it though. Bounces harmlessly off the backboard. Munch now gonna drive it down towards BGSU side of the field. They're not gonna be able to make anything of it this time around. Kai chasing back for the ball, and Ham though gonna be there first. Kringler's trying to deny any opportunity here. Ball bouncing in the midfield. The Big Skrilla takes it away, though. The opportunity here from Kringlers. And oh, that is a heartbreaker. It just goes wide, and the defense from Butler was there as well to deny. Huge play from Butler. Big unfortunate situation for Bowling Green. The Big Skrilla now with an opportunity as well. It's going to go off the backboard. Can another member BTSU get it? Not going to be this time around. Kai now with the ball into the corner. They're going to try and center it for a shot. Munch comes in. Not going to be there this time around. Just goes a little bit wide.
Man, just a lot of back and forth action here. 1 minute left to go with these two schools. You know, obviously, we don't know what happened through our time away, but it's 2-1 Butler, and that's all we got to say. But from the short time I've seen these two teams play in this game, you know, there's a lot of urgency for Bowling Green because they're down 1 with 40 seconds left, and that was almost a good goal. Let's see if they can make it happen.
The Big Skrilla now with the ball and an opportunity. 30 seconds left to go. They're going to bounce it off the backboard, seeing if one of their teammates can get it, but instead it's going to go towards the corner. There's a nice center, though. Shot comes in. Going to be denied once again. Kai keeping it off the backboard. 20 seconds left to go. BGSU trying as hard as they can to even up this game, but Butler doing a phenomenal job on defense right now. It's really come alive for him. 10 seconds left to go. An opportunity here one more time for BGSU. They don't want this to go to a game 5, but Butler is gonna take us there, South Beach.
Wow. All right. So Kai, obviously MVP because Kai is Cobra Kai and he never dies. 2 saves, 1 goal, 1 assist, 3 shots, and I mean it's just 2-1. So definitely a little bit of a defensive battle here between these two schools, making sure nothing happens. And yes, it is game 5 time. And look at this stat: Kringlers held out with no goals here. That's the second time that happened. I don't think he had a shot the last time. But yeah, and Nick Mutation with the goal for Bowling Green, and he's on the bottom of the stat sheet. So definitely a lot of saves has been played. A lot of and as you can see, Bowling Green just on the defensive pressure the entire time, while Butler getting it done on both ends.
Yeah, and Bowling Green once again with 10 shots this time versus Butler's 6, and it's really the Butler defense that is finally come into play here that's making the difference. The fact that Butler has been able to block these shots coming out from Bowling Green despite them really turning up the pressure, right? Just fantastic play coming out from Butler. They're primed for a reverse sweep here, and I've got to admit, I think that the momentum is very firmly in their favor now.
Absolutely. I mean, the way they've just been staking to their game plan and all the energy and momentum they've had from the past 2 games now, this looks like a really easy win for Butler. But, you know, if I say easy, then it's all going to be like, oh, Bowling Green all of a sudden is mad and they're going to be like, oh, we're going to just blow them out 10-0 all of a sudden. Like, I don't know. Butler, though, they've got it together and they've been riding behind Cobra Kai. Munch and Ham also have just been contributing really well with passes and saves and everything like that, and just setting up their teammates, just making sure shots go in. And I mean, Munch has also been really good on the offensive side as well. So we'll see how this last game plays out. This is highly anticipated. So this is going to be quite a show we're going to be seeing here.
Yeah, it certainly is. Had a DC right there at the end from Bowling Green, but they should be back into the lobby very shortly. And once they are, we will get this game underway.
I was about to say, DC, you're 1 game away. Don't rage quit now.
Right?
Can't do that. But they definitely won't do that. They're real aware of the stakes here, so they'll be coming back in because, you know, there's a lot there's a lot of line here. Like a lot at stake here for Bowling Green. They are in the bottom of their conference right now in the West. Haven't had a conference win yet, even though this isn't really a conference battle. They're going against somebody in the Big East. No, yes, they are. Butler's in the Big East. So and that's a really hard conference to go up against. But they win. They can jump DePaul and George Washington. No, DePaul won. Right? I believe DePaul won.
Yeah, DePaul won.
We literally guessed their game yesterday.
Yes.
So they'll join the ranks of DePaul, and depending on how George Washington University is doing, they'll go ahead of them with the 7 game. They'll be a part of the 7-win club here in the league standings.
Yeah, that they will. If Bowling Green can come out with this, they'll have an identical record to Butler, as a matter of fact. And I imagine then we'll just have to look further down the stats to see who is up at the moment. But, as the weeks go on, they will certainly separate themselves somewhat. Still waiting on that reconnect to come in. So we're going to throw it to a short break before we get this Game 5 underway. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. I think oh, there we go. Throwing the break now. Oh, game's loading in. Never mind.
We're back for break. We're back. It's
fastest break in the West.
Exactly. I mean, it's been forever since I last seen you guys. Wow.
Right? Early action starting out here. Skrilla going to try and drive the ball down towards Butler's side of the field. They desperately want to seal this thing away. They've done such a good job on the offense, but their defense has been lacking these last couple of games. We're going to see Enham try and clear the ball, but it's going to stay on Butler's side of the field. Shot comes in from Skrilla. Another one of those nasty angles right there from the top rope. Not going to go in this time around. Enham going to try and clear the ball, but it's going to be Big Skrilla who comes in with a shot. Not going to go in this time around. Munch now trying to drive the ball back towards BGSU's side of the field. Kringler's going to come away with it, though, in the midfield. Keep it in play for BGSU. They're going to drive the ball once again off the backboard out of the corner. Kringlers tries to center it, but it's not going to go their way this time around. Skrilla now, not the Big Skrilla, just Skrilla. A little bit of a name change right there. Coming back in for a shot. Is it going to go? And it does! The defender was there, but just misjudges it. And Bowling Green with an early lead.
Wow. That voice crack really says it all here from me. Just a nice shot from Skrilla there. I mean, from one end of the field into the other end of the goal. That's always a nice, beautiful shot to see, no matter what team you root for. So, good start for Bowling Green. This is what they needed, dropping the last 2. I also wanted to see Kringlers again kind of pop off here, because Kringlers has been silent, been shut out the last 2 games with no scores, and he was going off. It was like 3 goals and 4 goals, or that's probably not quite right, but Kringlers has been scoring, and I believe has the most goals in this series here out of everybody, so we need to see him go off again.
That we do. Nick Mutation going to try and keep the ball in play once again for Bowling Green. We're going to get a nice centering pass. Shot goes in. Going to go a little bit wide, but it does go into the net off the sidebar. Nick Mutation with a goal.
It just trickled in. A nice pass from Kringlers off the backboard. And just a nice little roll in. And just dance around the planets, if you will, after that. I mean, yep. So 2-0 Bowling Green. They're looking to close this out, finally, if they can.
That they are kind of going to try and come away with possession right there. Not going to go in their favor, though. Nick Mutation keeps the ball up in the air. Munch going to try and bring it back for Butler University. Kai going to deny any opportunity, though, that Bowling Green had at the moment. Ball now in the corner of BGSU. The Skrilla going to clear it away. Munch with just a little bit of boost left, able to keep it in play for Butler University, but eventually has to drop back to try and recharge that boost and defend their goal. Skrilla now trying to come away with it, trying to see if they can keep it out of harm's way for Bowling Green State University. Shot comes in, and it scores. Woo! Kai with a nasty one again.
Like I said, Cobra Kai never dies. Guy with the ice in his vein off the top, kind of. Man, that just looked beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful shot from Kai.
Excellent placement in that bottom right corner of the net, past two defenders. No less from Bowling Green. Now we've got just a 1-goal game, and we have just hit the halfway mark. Bowling Green want to see if they can extend their lead right here. They've got an opportunity, but Enham's going to deny it. They were able to fall back quick enough to deny any opportunity right there. Nick Mutation going to try and keep it in play. Kai is going to deny it, though. The Kringlers is up in the air to keep that ball from going into harm's way for Bowling Green State University. They're going to try and drive it out of this corner right now, but it's going to get centered. Cayenne with a shot just goes barely off the backboard, off the top rope. Not going to go in. Munch now trying to pass it to Kai. Gets the pass in, but the 50 going to go the way of Bowling Green. Now Munch up off the corner, trying to see if they can center it for their team, but it's not quite going to happen. Kai there, though, to do just that. Now we've got Skilla trying to block Enham from taking a shot. They do just that. Excellent block there, just with the car to keep them out of harm's way for Bowling Green State University. Enham tries to center it, but it's going to bounce harmlessly. Actually, it's not bouncing harmlessly. It's bouncing very dangerously towards Butler's goal right there. Skrilla now coming back with it. It's going to be put back into play for Bowling Green, though, by Kringlers. Demo comes in. Kringlers out of the match for just a moment. Kai now with the ball. Going to see if they can center it once again, but it's just going to go into the corner. Now Nick Mutation with an opportunity to clear it. They're going to drive it up the sidewall. Enham with a successful 50 right there, since back towards Butler's side of the field. Munch keeping into play as well, but the center is there. Skrilla this time coming away with it. Can they get the double tap? Not going to be in the cards this time, but Nick Mutation goes in for another shot. Kringlers now dropping back. 1 minute remaining. Butler University has to tie this up. Otherwise, this potential reverse sweep is out the door for them.
My goodness, just a lot of back and forth action here. Butler really, really dying for a goal here with 40 seconds left to play. Looks like it's really the way Bowling Green's defense has been playing recently. It's looking like it's going to be pretty tough, and that's not going to help. That's not going to help.
The same thing that bit Butler in the butt before is doing it again. These open goals, you just cannot let that happen, especially with 26 seconds remaining.
That's just unfortunate from Butler right there. Just they've been doing so well on the defensive side, and then the past two games, and then all of a sudden just a little bit of a breakdown. Once again, those problems from the first two games, as you said earlier, just haunt them here at the very kind of the tail end of this game. That could be the dagger for Butler there.
Certainly could. We've got 5 seconds left to go. This is all but over. Kai trying to even things up, but it's not going to be there. 1 second left to go. This game goes the way of Bowling Green. They take the win at the last moment, denying the reverse sweep from Butler University. Fantastic match from both these teams.
Yep, and if I wanted, like I said before, I wanted to see Kringlers go off again. He's on the bottom of the score chart for his team, but that's called being a team player, letting Nick Mutation and Skrilla shine there. So props to Bowling Green weighing in and staying alive here in these last matchups. I mean, this is a boost for Bowling Green. I'm not quite sure how their standings are going to look. They might jump to 15 or 14, I would assume, maybe even as far as 13, depending on how Siena does. Butler, they'll be kind of relatively in that area club. You know, it starts with Iona at number 11, and then it goes all the way down now to 16 with how Bowling Green just popped in. So that middle of the road there, that should help Bowling Green. We'll see them big in the standings.
That we will. Well, we're going to throw it to another short break, but right after that, we're going to get an interview with one of the members from Bowling Green State University. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
bring back to me. 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 You bring back to me. 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 Bring back to me.
Through the thick and thin of it, after the five gang banger, we have Kringlers, one of the heroes from Bowling Green State University, in for an interview. First off, Kringlers, congratulations on a hard fought victory against Butler University.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Now, to start things off, I want to know, has there been any change? Has there been any difference you feel like from your team between the fall and the spring split here? After that winter break, were you able to come back and do anything different? Got any changes to the lineup? Anything like that?
Yeah, after our tryouts over winter break, we had a change in all of our teams pretty much. So,
Hmm.
from the team that was playing in this league in the fall, I'm the only one that's still on it. So, both of my teammates are different going into this half of the season. And so that's why we started off kind of slow, but we are definitely working our way up there and getting used to playing with each other. So, a lot of progress.
Awesome. And kind of just following off on that question, just kind of a little piggyback here. Do you feel like you've become kind of like that what's the word? I almost want to say veteran presence here, but I mean, hearing that you're a freshman, maybe not quite the word, but like, do you feel like you're kind of the guy to lead the Bowling Green team right now?
Yeah, for this particular team that we're playing on, I feel like I guide things a little bit, at least in this league, since I've played some of the teams already, so I can like talk about them a little bit before we go into the game. and kind of just like know what to expect. So yeah, I do help the team out a little bit in that way. Although I am
Uh,
not the captain, so I'm not in charge of much of anything else.
Hey, it's all good. They point, you shoot. That's pretty much what it is right there.
Yep.
Um, so next week you guys have a huge challenge going up against the defending champs and conference rivals UT Arlington. Is there any particular way you guys are gonna approach them in this next game?
I don't think we have any particular approach set for anyone. We're just gonna go into the game with the same mindset of trying to keep good pressure and not make any mistakes and just improve like we have been. If we can keep up that pace that we've been going at, I think we at least can give them a good game.
Awesome.
Excellent. Now, I want to ask a little bit about this potential reverse sweep that happened from Butler. You all were really running away with this game after the first two games, but then it seemed like Butler turned on their defense. At the same time, you turned on your offense, but their defense was just a little bit stronger those second two games. What kind of a change did you have to make to come back in that fifth and final one?
Yeah, after the third and fourth game, definitely noticed that they had a lot more pressure, and it was just like simple mistakes or whips on the ball that was hurting us. And so we had a little bit of a break with that technical issue to kind of regroup and pull ourselves together for the last game. But it really just came down to the other team having more pressure on us during those games that we lost.
Gotcha. Well, before we end this interview, do you have anybody that you would like to give a shout out to? Friends, family, teammates, whoever?
Definitely both of my two teammates for pulling through on that last game. I'm glad we were able to come out with that victory. But also my parents and my girlfriend who are all watching this.
Aw,
I would like to shout them out also.
awesome. Thank you so much for
Nice.
supporting Kringlers. Really appreciate that and love to hear when the family and significant others get involved as well. Congratulations again to you, Kringlers, and good luck to you next week and further on down the road in this tournament.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Well, that's going to do it for this game, and that's actually going to do it for me today. I'm going to be handing the reins off to another fantastic caster. Foof is going to be joining South Beach for the next couple of matches. Thank you all so much for tuning in. If you've enjoyed my casting, follow me at JuggleGod on Twitter. Would love the support. Would love to see your faces there and stay up to date on all that I'm doing. You can also follow South Beach at Harrison Hill right below our names. Thank you so much. GG's and see you next time.
And we'll also be back.